Welcome to Football is Life. I'm Hood Legend. Today we're here to talk about one of the best quarterbacks to ever play in Nebraska Cornhuskers history. He won all types of trophies and accolades. He could single-handedly lead his team to victory with just his legs. This is the story of what happened to Eric Crouch. Let's go. Born and raised in Nebraska, Eric Crouch attended Millard North High, where he ran track and played quarterback for the football team. During Crouch's senior seasons, though he only attempted a total of 45 passes, this low number of pass attempts is largely due to the run-heavy, wing-bone offense that Millard High employed. And to his credit, Crouch was able to execute his offense to near perfection, leading the Millard Mustangs all the way to the state semifinal. His performance as a high school quarterback was impressive, enough to earn Crouch the honor of being an parade All-American selection and two-time All-State selection in Nebraska. After completing his senior season, Crouch decided to stay in his home state and accept a scholarship to play quarterback for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. That is crazy. You did all these things in these last couple of years of your junior and senior season, and then leading up to this, I'm pretty sure he received letters from all types of schools in the country, but he chose to stay close to home and play in Nebraska. Now he's finally done with high school. He goes on to college and he signs with the Nebraska Cornhuskers in 1997. Ankle surgery forced Crouch to redshirt for the 1997 co-national championship winning season. So just imagine, you coming out of high school, you jump onto a college football team, and you're playing. You're getting a little bit of playing time. And this is a national championship winning team. Co-national championship winning team. That was big, bro. A lot of people don't get to see a national championship. And for you to come straight out of high school and go to a college team that won a national championship, that was big. In 1998, Bobby Newcomb began the season as the starting quarterback, but he was sidelined by a knee injury after the first game, and Crouch took over the starting duties. Against UAB, Crouch rushed for 2 touchdowns and completed 11 of 17 passes in his first career start. I don't care who he played against. For this guy to come in off the streets and get in the game and complete 11 of 17 passes in the game is out of this world. That's crazy. Salute. 1998 proved to be a chaotic season for the Cornhuskers. Crouch made another start before being replaced by the healthy Bobby Newcomb. Newcomb started the next 5 games but was pulled in the middle of the game because of a PCL strain. Senior walk-on Monte Cristo took over for Newcomb against Texas, with Texas leading 10-0 in the middle of the second quarter. Crisco was pulled and replaced by Crouch in that game. And after that, they was like, we had enough. We've seen enough. Crouch remained the starter for the rest of the season, which ended with a 23-20 loss to Arizona in the Holiday Bowl. So that 1998 season was strictly a bust. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know their identity. They didn't know who their quarterback was going to be. The starting quarterback went out. Crouch came in, tried to replace him. They pulled him out, put another quarterback in there. Then they pulled him out and put Crouch back in there. So they were just playing musical chairs with the quarterback position that year. But before the end of the year was actually over, he was announced the starting quarterback. So salute. But then the next fall, Newcomb was named the starting quarterback again. And it was rumored that Crouch might leave the team. Crouch, however, was given significant playing time in the first and second game. That's got to be crazy. You pulled from the starting position that you told that you was going to have it in lock. That was no longer in question. And now this guy's healthy and he's come back and taking the spot again. I would have thought about quitting the team too, bro, and going to somewhere else where I'm more appreciated, because it seemed like they didn't appreciate him. But they honored him with giving him playing time. That was big. Crouch started the 3rd game against Southern Mississippi, and Newcomb moved to wingback. Crouch led Nebraska in the season that saw New avenge in his only loss to the season in a rematch against Texas in the Big 12 championship. The Cornhuskers finished the season with a 12-1 record and ranked number 3 after defeating Tennessee in the Fiesta Bowl. So when he came back, they must have seen something that was very surprising that year from Crouch. They did not replace Newcomb and give him a spot. They put Newcomb at wingback and left Crouch at quarterback. Great decision. Crouch started every game in the 2000 season which ended with the 66-17 trouncing of the Northwestern in the Alamo Bowl. Nebraska only losses during the 10-2 season were to eventually national championship the Oklahoma Sooners and the Kansas State Wildcats. So year 2000, they had a pretty good year. That wasn't a bust year. They only had 2 losses that year, and they had a pretty good season. But in 2001, Crouch had his best year, breaking school or NCAA records almost weekly and appearing to be a serious contender for the Heisman Trophy. In the first game of the 2001 season, a 21-7 defeat of TCU, Crouch surpassed Tommie Frazier as Nebraska's all-time total offense leader. He became the Big 12 all-time career rushing quarterback in the emotionally charged game against Rice. That had to be big. For you to pass Tommie Frazier, that man was a beast. And for you to pass Tommie Frazier and become the all-time leading quarterback rusher at Nebraska, you had to be doing your thing. The next week against Missouri, Crouch was backed up near to the goal line when he scrambled to escape from defenders and pulled off a 95-yard touchdown run, the longest in school history. Are you serious, bruh? This guy's backed up on his goal line. He not only scrambles around and he don't throw a bomb, he uses his own legs, patting Charlie, and he gets to the end zone, the other end. That is crazy. Salute. That white boy has some wheels. Wheels. Against Iowa State the following week, Crouch broke the record for career touchdowns by a quarterback. Crouch became only the 4th player in Division I history to both pass and rush for 3,000 yards in a career with his performance against Texas Tech. Next, in a hard-fought game against defending national champion Oklahoma, Crouch again showed off his speed and playmaking abilities, this time serving as the quarterback and receiver in a single play. Hold up, wait a minute. So you telling me he served as quarterback and the receiver in the play? Hold up, how did that happen? Did the ball get tipped and he caught it and ran it for a touchdown? How? What's going on here? This guy was talented. He had skills all the way across the board. It did not matter. With his legs, with his arm, he broke all types of collegiate records. It did not matter. This guy was a strictly certified top quarterback in college in that year. The famous Black 41 Flash Reverse Pass. That's what it was called. I'm going to say it again. The famous Black 41 Flash Reverse Pass, in which Crouch made a 63-yard touchdown reception. By mid-November, Crouch had set a school record for most career wins as a starter and became only the 9th quarterback in D1A history to have won 35 games as a starter. This man caught a 63-yard pass to himself that was called the Black 41 Flash Reverse Pass. That was crazy. This guy did it all. The Cornhuskers were 11-0 going into the contest with Colorado. The day after Thanksgiving, Crouch had a career day setting school record for offensive yards in a single game with 360 yards. The Nebraska defense was dominated by the Buffaloes. However, that didn't stop his chances from winning the national championship trophy that year. It may have, but he still got to that Heisman Trophy. 2 weeks later, he edged out Florida's Rex Grossman and Miami's Ken Dorsey in the closest Heisman ballot since 1985. So they got routed, bruh. They got routed 62-36. They lost. The undefeated season was over, but that still didn't stop him from getting that Heisman Trophy. He was also recognized when he won the Davey O'Brien Award for being the best collegiate quarterback in the nation during the 2001 season. In the meantime, several highly ranked teams were upset. In the final BCS rankings, Nebraska beat out 1-loss Oregon and 2-loss Colorado to earn the number 2 spot. I told you that didn't stop them from getting that BCS national championship game. The final BCS standings were in controversy since Nebraska had the chance to play in the Rose Bowl for the national championship despite not winning a conference or division championship. In the Rose Bowl of January 3rd, 2002, Crouch rushed for 114 yards against Miami Hurricanes, but was denied a touchdown for the first time since September 1999. The number 1 Hurricanes defeated the Cornhuskers 37-14, leaving Crouch with a 35-7 record as a starting quarterback in collegiate football. He had a pretty good career, bro. You know what I'm saying? He won the national championship his red shirt season, co-national championship. Then he made it to the national championship game in 2001, but he didn't win. But that was his season that he could have won. This man has all types of awards, trophies, accolades. I'm just gonna go down the list and name a couple. 2001 Heisman Trophy winner. 2001 Davy O'Brien Award winner. 2001 Walter Camp Award. 2001 Big 12 Conference Award Offensive Player of the Year. 2000 third team All-American. Year 2000 second team All Big 12. 2000 third team All Big 12. 2000 Fiesta Bowl Offensive MVP. 1999 Big 12 Co-Offensive Player of the Year. He had all types of awards and accolades. Like I said before, Crouch was one of the best college quarterbacks to ever play for the University of Nebraska. So now it's time to go into the NFL. It's time to step the game up and go over to where the big boys play. Did he have enough to make it over there? Crouch was initially drafted by the St. Louis Rams as the NFL as a wide receiver. A wide receiver, you put in all these time with wide receivers, telling them how to run the routes, and now somebody wants you to run a route. That's crazy. Crouch still wanted to play quarterback. Crouch, however, was seen by NFL teams as being too short to play quarterback. His athleticism was seen better suited for playing wideout, but a hard tackle by a defensive player caused Crouch to have 150 cc's of blood drained from his leg. Because of the injury, Crouch left the team before even playing a game. So you get drafted by the Rams. They want you to go to wideout. You think you still can play quarterback, but you go ahead and do it because you have to make money, and there is football after college. So, but you playing wideout, then you get tackled, and your leg is messed up. You don't even get to play a game with the team. Crouch later signed with the Kansas City Chiefs in January 2005 and was allocated to the Hamburger Sea Devils of NFL Europe. Crouch converted to safety position, recording 25 tackles and 2 passes defended. So he had he was doing his thing. He was everywhere, bro. He was just trying to work and get that money. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when life throw you lemons, make lemonade. You know what I'm saying? You might can't be the quarterback all the time. You might have to go play safety. You might have to go play wideout, but you're still living your dream out as far as being in the NFL. Crouch's opportunity to play quarterback at the professional level finally came when he signed with the Toronto Argonauts of the Canadian Football League on February 15, 2006 as a quarterback. The Argonauts had owned his CFL rights for several years. In his inaugural CFL season, and Crouch eventually became the 4th-string quarterback in Toronto behind Damon Allen, Michael Bishop, and Spurgon Wynn. On July 22, 2006, Crouch made his regular season CFL debut against the Sacratism Regina football team. Coming in that start of the second half following an injury to Wynn, Crouch sealed the win for the Toronto team with solid play, including a 94-yard pass completion to Arlen Bruce III. So he went on to play in the CFL, the AAFL, the UFL. This guy, he's had a long career in football, man. Eric Crouch was one of the best quarterbacks to ever step on the field in Nebraska Cornhuskers history. Life after football. Eric Crouch was the sales territory manager for a major medical device manufacturer in the U.S. currently. Crouch is a vendor of playground and recreational equipment at Crouch Recreation in Omaha, Nebraska. He has been a TV studio analyst for KETV Channel 7 in Omaha and a studio analyst on Versus. Crouch joined Fox College Football as in-game analyst for FX in 2013. Crouch is currently running backs and special teams coach at Midland University in Fremont, Nebraska. So that's good, man. Even after the game of him no longer playing, he's still giving back to the game. And he also created a sports vending equipment business where he still is in sports. So that's actually good. Salute to Eric Crouch. But anyway, it's the Homie Hood Legend. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is Football and Life. And I'm out.